Hi, my name's David from mybusinessenglish.org, and I'm going to show you how to write outstanding formal emails for business in English. In this video, we are going to look at people and purpose. That is, who we might write a formal business email to, and why we might write a formal business email. We'll study a model email to show you some of the common features and explain the structure of formal business emails. Let's think about people. We generally write formal emails where we don't know the reader well. This could mean colleagues in our company that we don't deal with often, or people from our company or other companies where the contact is new. Sometimes, when the person is a lot more senior than us, we might also be formal in our email writing. But remember that in Western countries, there is often less formality shown to older people and people in higher positions than in many other parts of the world. Apart from people, we also have to think of the purpose, why we write formal emails. In general, the purpose of the email may be official and the content is important. We might be authorizing a purchase of 1,000 computers, for example. Or we might be advising a group of staff on important changes to the department. For day-to-day emails, such as checking information, we tend to use the informal style. We would not organize an after-work barbecue with 3 of our closest workmates using formal writing. Informal style would be better. Let's start with our model, which is a formal email where we are organizing a meeting between an important client and a senior partner of a law firm. The writer is an assistant to the partner and all relationships are relatively new. So we have chosen to use formal email style. Also, this is the first email of a sequence, so it's not a reply to another email. First, I start with a subject line, which is as concise or short as possible while still being complete. All emails should have concise but complete subject lines, whether informal or formal. Now comes the formal or polite greeting with Dear Brian. I'm using a comma after the name, and the sign-off kind or best regards should also then have a comma. Open punctuation, where no comma is used, is also correct. As always though, be consistent. Either no commas for both Dear Brian and kind regards, or a comma after both. In America, the colon is sometimes used after Dear Brian, but a comma would still then be used after best regards. Because we don't know the person very well, we remind the reader of who we are by referring back to the last contact that the writer and the reader had. This may also involve thanking the person for something they have done or saying something positive about them. If there hasn't been any contact, we will then have to introduce ourselves, our company, or our products. And we may provide background to why we're writing to make the email more persuasive. A clear purpose is always good for you, the writer, and also for the reader. We tend not to use contractions in formal writing, so type I am writing, not I'm writing. We also use more correct or traditional punctuation forms, which means greater use of commas and less use of dashes. We're using a polite or formal question form using would and the formal word convenient. In an informal style, we could use more spoken style phrases such as, "How about meeting up on Tuesday?" with more phrasal verbs such as, "to meet up." In more formal writing like this, we don't use as many phrasal verbs. Being polite means giving options to the reader, so here we are offering two possible dates. Formal writing is often precise and detailed, so we have added the exact dates to clarify exactly what next Tuesday means. We refer to attachments with "I have attached" or possibly "attached you will find." We need to make sure that our language is still clear and easily readable, that is, in plain English. In formal writing, sometimes people become too complicated. For example, some people might write, "I have attached the document for your perusal," which is a very poor way of saying "for you to read." We promise action with "I will." In formal emails, we only leave out subjects if they are already clearly stated earlier in the sentence. Otherwise, we write every word. In informal writing, we regularly leave out subjects and auxiliary verbs. This is called ellipsis. We finish with a typical letter-style positive or complimentary close, which usually points or refers to future contact. Our sign-off is with "kind regards" plus the comma, but for America, "best regards" is more common. A full signature block gives all the necessary contact details. Turning to the typical structure of formal emails, following the subject line, we started, of course, with the greeting. We referred to our last contact, but we may also have to introduce or give background. We then stated our purpose, which may again be followed by background. We then get to the main body part of the email, where we may advise, authorize, request, inform, ask questions, refer to attachments, and promise action. We then use typical closing phrases that point to future contact. We then sign off and have our signature block with our contact details at the end. Okay, so let's summarize the features found in this formal business email. We use the more formal greetings and sign-offs such as "Dear Brian" and "kind" or "best regards." Commas were used with these greetings and sign-offs, and overall, traditional punctuation styles are used. We referred to previous contact or introduced ourselves or our company. Language is more formal, so less spoken in style, but should be still clear. We give enough details to be precise. We generally do not use contractions. We do not normally leave out subjects and auxiliary verbs, but we can leave out the subject if it is already clearly stated earlier in the sentence. Acronyms are rare. Letter-style language is used, including polite and positive closes. And we finish with a signature block with our contact details. Some of the common functions needed were to refer to previous contact, stating our purpose, referring to attachments, and promising action. And that's it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and visit mybusinessenglish.org for more great information on writing emails and business English. You might also like the video, How to Write an Informal Business Email.